Hello again, Xzav back. I just realized something at the end of my last video. I said logging out. I really didn't log out. It's just kind of a habit when I finish a project. To just say, well, I'm logging out. I really didn't though. I need to come up with some kind of catchphrase. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment. I could say something like "later, dudes," or "till next time, keep on keeping on," or "keep on surviving," or catch you on the next one, or whatever. Let me know what you guys think. So, anyways, I'm still back here now. I do have my display off, but the there we go. My HUD off. I normally like to keep it on so I can see if I'm hungry, if I need to be, if I'm thirsty, anything like that, overweight or anything. Nah, I don't like that. Anyways, so I'll get back to where I was. Uh, I just finished doing the owls. I gave them 2 rows of meat. Alien whales, giga owls. So meat, just like berries, it's time for me to compress the meat. Same thing. I like to be able to look here and see, oh, this is empty, this is empty, this is empty, oh, this is full. So now I know this and all my other meat store is full. So I'll come in here and what I'll do now. Oh, here's the thing. Like I said, these videos are to kind of show people little tips and tricks, little things that they may not know. I don't want to grab the spoiled, so I'm just going to hit C here. Now, if I press and hold T and I'm hovering over something, watch, whoops, excuse me, not in the search. Click on this to get out of the search. If I press and hold T, see how the speed that it goes? But if instead I'm holding T and I move around, it goes much faster. Something about when you go from one stack to another, it almost forces the T to happen. I'm going to keep an eye on my weight. I'm going to T until I'm, just into the handles is good. That's really when it starts slowing me down. Just like berries, I'm going to go to the bottom of the glass, which is feeding troughs here, and I have 5 of them. I have these 3 and 2 more. I open this one up, and kind of just like berries, but a little different. What I'm going to do, instead of taking a stack, I don't want the spoil to build up in here. I want this to be completely full with just cooked meat. So what I do, I transfer, I hit C, I transfer, accept, and now it's completely full. And that way I can just go through like this, and it tops them off. Nice quick way of doing that. Now there are other ways. I could open it up and I could scroll down to the bottom. I could take all the spoiled and then I could transfer like that. Yeah, that's one way to do it. I could also come in here. I could hit S, transfer, take a stack, C, transfer like that. That's kind of like how I do berries. Now that they're all full. And there's another way I could do it too. I could also come over here. Now notice I'm still about the same weight, even though I got rid of a lot of cooked meat and now I have spoiled meat, because 100 spoiled is 10 weight, 50 cooked is 5 weight, so it weighs the same as it swaps them out. Now I could also hit this alphabetize, and then hit it again, alphabetize again, and now all the spoils in the top, T, 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 T once more, C transfer, basically the same idea. But I really don't like doing it that way. I just, once again, come in here, transfer all, C, transfer back. And what I do is I go through these until I see that I have no more cooked meat. And that's when I know, okay, this refrigerator is not full. Now I have those tech feeding troughs are the bottom of the glass. And then just like berries, when I used to use the regular feeding troughs, I had these 8 refrigerators of cooked meat. These were below the glass from the ones that are down in the shop. So I filled them up And yes, I have not refreshed this. I haven't compressed the meat for a week now. So I got plenty of spoiled. What I'll do is come down here, and I'm actually going to jump ahead to this next task, spoiled, because I have enough spoiled meat on me. So I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna take the cooked meat out, and I like to have 2 rows of spoiled meat, plenty enough to last the week. Put the cooked meat back in so they can keep eating on it. Looks like they're full already though. That's plenty enough spoiled meat to keep the beetles happy. Now I have the cooked meat here. I have cooked fish here and spoiled meat here. Now spoiled meat, this doesn't have cooked meat and spoiled meat. It's just spoiled meat. So I don't have to take all of it to kind of filter through. I just do like berries. I take a stack, transfer, 800, it's full. Do like that, that. So these 3, and that is the only stock of spoiled meat I keep. I keep the 2 rows in the feeding trough and 3 refrigerators. Plenty enough spoiled meat for me to make narcotics. Now, just to show you over here, I have this vault is the bottom of my glass for narcotics. I like to keep this one full. Okay, plenty enough narcotics to last a long time. Tame whatever I want. But me being OCD, of course, I have a tech dedicated stock box full of 180,000 narcotics. Plenty enough. I don't need to make narcotics. So the extra spoiled meat is garbage. And as you can see, I get plenty enough every week. I don't need to worry about dumping a whole bunch, whatever. If I never ever need any, I got all those refrigerators full. So yeah, no big deal. Drop the spoiled, transfer some back so that my weight drops. I'm happy with the weight. And then back on my RG, back up here, and back to where I left off, which I believe was refrigerator number 4. Yep. In here, I'm gonna do this again, just in case it spoiled one. OCD kicking in. Again, I'm gonna fill these up. Now, I have 10 refrigerators here, but only the first 8 actually have cooked meat. Number 9 and 10 are cooked fish. It's not very often I actually raise a dinosaur on fish. That's why I don't have any cooked fish in the tech troughs. Just 2 refrigerators with cooked fish, 1 and 2 there. And of course, just like with the berries, I come over here. Now, one thing, just again, an OCD thing, again, the way I like doing it, when I do my weekly update, my weekly refresh, instead of just topping this off, I'm going to take the spoiled meat out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find one of these that has a full refresh. If one doesn't, then I can always come back over to this refrigerator. I can find one that has a good high spoil timer, transfer that over, transfer another stack to top it off to a 50 stack, and then transfer cooked meat back over to fill the refrigerator. But anyways, yeah, so I'll take one like this, and I'll put 5 more. Now I want 5 more to top that off, so I'm gonna press Shift and double click, and it transfers 5. I move this up where it goes, take this one out, and voila. Once a week, I have a full stack of cooked meat with a full refresh, full timer on it. Being a little excessive there, but just the way I like doing it. So the next thing up, now there is one, I kind of forget it once in a while. I do want to make sure I go in here with my weekly refresh, and that is when I top off, boiled out, and I top off my meat in my personal refrigerator. I also check, yeah, it looks like I am a little low. Each cooked meat gives 20, so that fills that up, and I'm good to go on that. Okay, so now after, when I'm doing the compression on the meat, I do upstairs in the breeding room, I do my personal refrigerator, and that is when I will go back and top off the 3 feeding troughs to where they have 2 rows, because by now all these dinosaurs around here should have ate. They should be full. And yeah, they sure needed a lot of food. That's because the doughies, they get hungry. But yeah, that should be good. And that's the alien. And the whales. They weren't quite as hungry, but they still needed to eat some. And the last one on those is the Giga. Top that off. I'll take that out. I'll top that off. Yes, it's topped off. And that's topped off. Spoiled, I don't need. And then the very top of the glass is these 10 refrigerators. I'll double check. 0, 0, 0, 0. I'll take these and top off from this side. Bake, cook, transfer, and do that same process. Transfer, transfer, and just keep going through all of these. And again, just like with berries, I know it seems kind of OCD to do it that way, but again, when I look at this, I say, oh, I'm filled up to refrigerator number 6. I'm 4 refrigerators, basically 5 refrigerators short. I know exactly how short I am. Yeah, it's time for me to go out and do a couple runs, get some meat, but I'll save that for another day. It's just the way I like to do it. I know exactly how much meat I have. I do have a place where I can put extra if I go out and gather some and I fill these and I have a little bit of extra. Basically, up in the breeding area, I have a couple refrigerators for fertilized eggs. I normally don't have a lot of fertilized eggs up there. If I get a little extra meat, I can always use that as overflow. But that takes care of that project. So we're down here. Meat and spoiled are done. The next is fish. So on fish, I do have these 3 refrigerators for cooked fish. I also, again, just like with cooked meat, this refrigerator is the one I use for overflow of fish, my kibble refrigerator. Like I mentioned earlier when I was down in my vault, I do keep kibble in the shop. This is for quick access. If I want to go out taming something, I basically keep 3 stacks of the regular, or actually this is like I'm using some of my old, like the simple is raptor, regular is scorpion, superior spino, just to get rid of some of that older type. If I do want to tame anything other than this, of course, this is regular extraordinary. I didn't have any quote unquote ute kibble, just have the extraordinary. But I also have this folder with extra cooked fish. I'll take all the fish out of here. Whoop, that doesn't work. Forgot about that. So I just do this. And remember, move the mouse around, makes it transfer quicker. I'll also take the spoiled. I don't need that. Oh, to drop that. And that normally gives me enough. I prefer to have some extra fish. If the stock of extra fish is getting low, that's when it's time for me to go out and get some more. Same way. Now this also works with fish because I have cooked fish and spoiled, nothing else. So I hit C, it filters out the spoiled. Bam, same way. Transfer, C, transfer, okay, done. Full refrigerator. And same thing like with cooked meat, I'll find one, I don't have a real good spoil timer. So I come over here, here's one. It only has 2 in this stack, so I'll transfer another one. Now I have a full stack with a good timer. Come down here, no spoiled, and top that off. Come over here, transfer the one with the good spoil timer. Transfer 3 to make it a full stack. Move that there, take that. Voila. Okay, so that's done. Now, cooked fish, I only have the 2 there. That's the bottom of the glass. I have the 1 stack for babies for imprinting. And I have these 3 refrigerators here. Like I said, I don't raise many babies that take fish. Basically, baryonyx and otters. Those are normally the ones that take cooked fish. See and transfer, and a little extra, not much. I'm going to go in here. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to drop the spoiled S key. First fish has an S in it, so, and transfer these, and that's how much extra. So yeah, when I go gather meat with the Giga, I will get some extra fish as well. So that takes care of fish. Next is miscellaneous. Now, miscellaneous, I have a few things for miscellaneous. First of all, one last trip up here to check the imprinting fridge. Typically, yep, I need 1 lamb chop. Okay, kibble. I got 10 of the actual regular, simple, regular, superior, all that. In case baby wants one of those. I like to keep 1 stack of that. I can see that's short by 1. Prime cooked meat is short by 2. Jerky is good. Mushrooms are good. These I just have in here. I got them during Valentine's Day. I probably won't end up using them. So that's all I need. 1 lamb chop, 2 prime cooked. Down here. Special run. Make this special run just to top that off. It's cooked prime. I need 2. Has a good spoil timer. That's cool. Whoops. Lamb chop is also in here. Just 1 of those. Probably spoil timer about the same as the others. I don't make lamb chop too. Whoa. Like I said, the light balloon. Again, light bloom. I think it makes everything look pretty cool. I get some great effects from it, especially like on the doors and all. Sometimes though, as you can see, it blinds me a little bit. That's okay. I deal with it. I like it. It's just the way it is. So on refreshing spoil timer, I'm going to use this as an example. If I transfer these 2 into this stack, the spoil timer from these 2 become the spoil timer here because they're going into this stack. So instead of transferring this to here, I'm going to take these. I'm going to remember it's between the jerky and the fish. And I'm going to transfer these into this stack. Like that. Now, all 30 have a good spoil timer. Transfer it back. Voila. Spoil timer refreshed. Okay, a little bit of lag. Spoil timer looks about the same, so I'll just transfer that. And now all my baby food is good. That's the first part of miscellaneous. The next part of miscellaneous is I have a refrigerator over here. This area, this little blast-in area here, right above my teleporter. As I explained in earlier videos, when I made the teleporter, I had bases, like little outposts all over the place, where I could fast travel to them, and I had boxes set up with fast access gear because I would fast travel there using the bed. So I'd be naked. I didn't have anything on me. I'd open the box up. I'd take the gear I need, go through the cave, put the gear back, all that. So when I demolished the outpost, because I have teleporters now, what I did is I made this little area here. It's just a nice little area underneath the Rex that's above us. I got the ramp behind us over here. It just turned out to be a nice area. I actually had this area separated like this, made this little area here, just because there's a little hill underneath right here, and I couldn't actually have the floor at the same height, so I had to raise it up one. So that's okay, it worked out fine. I got the lights on the teleporter. That's why it has, when I'm looking at the teleporter, it's kind of bluish, because I got these lights here. I do have a light underneath of the replicator as well. But yeah, what I did, matching the same theme on the boss fights, I have uh, Hunter Cave, Clever Cave, Massive Cave, Devour, Pack, and Brute, and Immune, and Skylord, and Strong, and Cunning. I have this one for Tech Cave. Now I don't. Some of these like Tech Cave. Okay, I don't even have it set up yet. Same thing with the Dragon ones. Then I have a couple that I'm not even using. Underwater, if I want to go underwater somewhere. Gathering in the cold, gathering in the warm, taming supplies, and another set of taming gear. Also have cryopods, commonly used dinosaurs, wyverns. I can come in here, I can grab stamina, weight, damage. Got some gigas. There's my speed. There's my killer. Of course, Hunter is the one over there by the door. Rex's speed and escort. Carnivorous dinosaurs. Birds. Let's see, aquatic. Amphibious. Another set of Megalodon breeders in case I really want to get some more toxin. My berry team, which I'll show that at another time. Multiple resources, mining, other resources outside of the base, and some shoulder pets. Over in this one, caving, miscellaneous, I have some thylas for the Hunter Cave. Course 2, one as a backup, one as primary. Massive, I always take the first. That way I use it, I put it back, it becomes a second, so I'm actually like swapping them out. Pack, Devour, and of course some Brute. I do have Basilos and Berries set up. Cave Otter, I have my Cave Otter set. Swamp Cave, I haven't done Swamp Cave yet because I haven't actually raised a Megatherium for doing the Swamp Cave. Miscellaneous, couple miscellaneous dinosaurs in here. Cave backups, poison, here's a Giga that I had at my old base up at the Metal Mountain. Same thing here, just extras from those outposts, basically what those are. And I keep some blanks just in case. And then here I got refills and miscellaneous. I keep some fiber and hide. Now a lot of these, like doing Hunter Cave, in here I use leather because they have the arthropods, that damage your armor. So I use hide and I carry fiber and hide with me so I can repair it on the fly inside the cave. So there's a couple of them like that. And then some caves where they have bats. I got some antidote in them. And that's part of doing miscellaneous actually. But yeah, I got fiber, hide, shotgun ammo, sniper bullets for refilling my guns in the cave boxes when I come back from doing caves. Grappling hooks, I use quite a bit of them, so I save arrows for making more. Antidote, I got more antidote in there. Now I have a ton of antidote, and yes, it does spoil pretty quickly. I don't worry about that because I have a bunch of leeches outside my base in the swamp. I can always get those. Normally, I harvest leech blood when there's multiples, like 2x or 3x or whatever, and I'll craft up some more, and I got plenty. And then also, mostly this is to replace gear in the massive cave, the lava cave. Of course, I have some underwater and stuff like that. Because if I'm going to die in a cave, it most likely is going to be the lava cave. But, and then of course I have a bed. I can fast travel to this room if I need to. Say I'm in one of the caves, something happens, I fast travel back here. I grab my secondary set as a backup. I can grab a dinosaur if I need. I can go through the teleporter, wham bam, and take care of whatever I need to. If I come in here, I want to go caving. First thing I'm going to do is open this box and put everything I have in this box to hold it. Or if I'm going to fast travel somewhere, I can use that for that as well. Temporary hold box. And then grab what I need and go do what I got to do. So, getting back to the project of miscellaneous, after having done my baby fridge, I come in here, I grab some antidote, and once a week I will go over and check through. No, yes. And I don't worry about refreshing the spoil timer. They spoil too fast for me to worry about that. Now I have these topped off with hide. Um, once I have all the items I need for that cave on a primary and secondary set, I also have antidote because bats are in the Devourer cave. And then I just topped it off with hide. That way I transfer from here. It's not going to put an extra stack. I don't have to transfer twice. I just hit T, and Brute Cave doesn't have any bats in it, obviously. Like I said, Dragon, Tech Cave, and all the rest of these, I don't have any antidote. So I come over here, antidote, put the rest of these back, and now I can see I have a stack in each of the cave boxes that needs antidote, and I have this much, so I can see if I'm running low on antidote, which obviously right now I'm not. And then, of course, for caving and all, I do have a quick access, some jerky, some mushrooms, some med brews, and some soups. What I'll do here, if I take a stack here, it's gonna take this stack, and then when I transfer back, it does compress them, but I have to move it. That's like one extra step. So what I do is instead, I'll hover over this, I'll hold Shift and T, and it transfers. Excuse me, with my loud bird there. It transfers half the stack, and then I hit T again, and it transfers, compresses, and I don't lose the spacing. So I can see I don't need any jerky, I don't need any mushrooms. I need 12 med brews and one of each of the first three, which I do bring these into the lava cave, so that's probably why I'm short by one. So okay, 12 and one of each of the first three. I'm just going to run over here. Let go of that a little too soon. So I got one, which I'm just double clicking to get one. And med brew, shift, double click, and then just without shift, double click two more times. There's 12. Come back over here. Like that. And in here, and I ain't worried about spoil timer, and now that's full. And yeah, I leave this one unlocked as well. Of course, all these boxes are locked. I don't worry about people coming in and taking a look at how I have it set up. Whatever. I have everything locked, just like the outdoor base. Not worried about people looking at it. So, to finish it up, I know this video is now getting close to 30 minutes. Pretty close. I'm going to finish this miscellaneous and snails. I can do that real quick. Excuse me, real quick. But I'm not going to be able to cook if I need to cook. Let's see. So over here, this last set of 4 refrigerators, I mentioned it earlier. I have cooked meat jerky. Spoil timer is still good, so I know there won't be any spoiled out of this. But I check it. Good. Now, if I'm not really sure, without actually having to look kind of close, a quick way I could check, make sure that none is short, is I could take a stack out, put the stack back, it's 50. Okay, I know this refrigerator is full. I can also see the weight is 400. I'm going to skip past the cooked prime because I'm sure that probably has some spoiled. Same thing with meat jerky. Yeah, I know this one's full because the spoil timers are still good. Okay, so cooked meat. Yeah, it definitely spoiled some. So what I'll do is I'll come over here. If I needed some jerky, it would actually be here. I got extra prime jerky and extra cooked meat jerky. If these start getting low, well, it's time for me to make some. I haven't made any in a long time. I just use those to top off those. When I make more, the spoil timer is good. I'll refresh the spoil timer. Okay, but this is the one I keep the extra cooked prime. You can see when I go hunting, I get a bunch of cooked prime. I come over here. This, I do basically the same. C, transfer, full. Okay, then I'll come over here. And the very last part on miscellaneous is these 4. I'm gonna do way too loud for me. I'm gonna have to get in the habit of keeping him a little bit away from me because he makes too much noise. Sorry about that. So I come back over here. Extra cooked prime, cooked tea on all that. Zip, zip, zip. And now I can see, yeah, I don't really need too much prime meat when I go hunting. Because if this is full, then I just throw away whatever prime meat I get. Whoops, and I don't know why that didn't go in there. So yeah, again, I can even see it from out here, how many open stacks I have. Drop that with hitting O. Soups, I don't need to compress. When these get low, I do have the stack in the quick access over there, but these are the ones I use to fill it, like I just did. When one of these gets low, well, it's time for me to cook some. This is just because I had some extra. Okay. Sweet veggie cakes. I can see they spoiled a little bit, so I'm gonna take, transfer back. Now this cook with a question mark. If this is less than 1 row, then it's time for me to cook more sweet vegetable cake. If it's more than a row, then cook. No, I don't need to cook. So I go back up. Custom food. Yeah, they have a long spoil timer. I only got some. Cooked lamb chops. I'm just going to take this. I'm going to transfer it back there. Now it's compressed. Prime meat I just did. Biotoxin. Again, these I'll just go out and harvest some when it's multiples. Compress that. Med brew. Compress that. Blood packs. Okay, blood packs I like to keep 2 stacks. But when I make them, I'm going to refresh the spoil timer. So let me show you how I do this real quick. This gas box, I do keep a blood syringe. I grab that over here. I go to blood pack. I'm going to use this. Good spoil timer. Transfer this. Transfer this. Now the second stack, it topped this off and then it kept the spoil timer. So I transfer 1. I just double click and then transfer this whole stack. And again, it didn't go in the folder. And then transfer this and spoil timer is refreshed and then continue to make. And it's normally about 5 or 6 that I got to make once a week, which ain't that bad on how much it damages me. And I really don't use blood pack. I'd rather use the med brews, but hey, it's just another thing. I just like doing it. I like keeping it. I don't know. Call me OCD. Back. Come over here. Prime jerky. Now, if one of these spoiled, or let's say when I compressed biotoxin, it ended up giving me a blank, well, that's when I would come over here, grab one of these extra overflow, and put it in here to top this refrigerator off so that it's completely full. So extra that, 6. This is all the regular cooked meat jerky that I have. I obviously have a little bit of prime meat jerky. Kibble, no problem. Cooked fish, I already did. Eggs, I don't need to look at that. This hasn't spoiled because I can see the refresh timers full. So that's good. So the last part of this first sign of base refresh is snails. Basically snails I can see from the other day. I just remember that they were kind of hungry, so they're probably going to need 2 each. So I'm going to take that. And again, I still don't need to cook because I have more than a row of cakes. Now on cakes, whoops, a little bit of rubber band lag there. On cakes, I try not to waste the cakes. And I know that 1 cake gives 500 food. I can see 8,000, 9,000. Oh, he's almost enough to eat 3, but I'm only going to do 2. Like I said, I don't like to waste. So I'm going to give him 1. He has a little bit of a delay before he can take the next one. Transfer 2. I'm going to press E to force him to eat. Transfer. 1, 2, double clicks. Press E. make them eat. And over here, while I'm waiting on this boil timer, gather the paste. Double click twice, eat once. Now you can see on the snails, if I forgot to do this 1 week, yeah, I could actually lose a snail or two. Not really that big a deal. I do have the swamp right outside my gates, but I'd really not want to go out and tame more snails. By the time I finish the last one, they should automatically eat it, but sometimes they don't. It's less than 500. He doesn't need another one. Sometimes I will top these off during the week while I gather some paste, but it's also kind of a double check. Like I said, they run kind of short. Less than 500. Well, oh, there we go. I was going to say, I'm also checking to make sure they ate the cake. Ate the cake, less than 500, good. And my snail paste goes in here. I'm collecting, press E, puts that away. So yeah, this finishes my first board of projects. So then I'll be going to the second board on my next video. And you'll see, and food. Instead of eating mushrooms, just while I'm here, I might as well. Cooked meat gives 20. So I'm going to take probably about 2, 3, because I'm still healing. Let's see. Yeah, good enough. And I do have for quick access, I have the industrial cooker, but I also have these cookers. Now, if you're wondering why I have the railing, like I said, I'll show the shop later. But I do have it where I can stand here. I have the railing so I don't stand on the fire and get burnt. I can access, and I also have, if I stand in the right spot, sometimes I have to adjust a little bit. I thought I had it. There we go. There is a spot where I can... there's a spot I can do it. But I do have this water here anyways. Like I said, I'll show the shop later on another video. But for now, hope you enjoyed. If you did, please remember to hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, if you want to continue watching my base refresh, and like I said, I'll continue showing my base until I'm done with that, and then it'll be off to doing gathering and boss monsters and caves and eventually other maps and everything. So please subscribe if you want to continue watching these videos. Until the next one, keep on surviving. This has been Xzav. Thank you.